should be grateful for the positives which have come out of this life-changing year, despite the deep sadness and fear and uncertainty which have featured heavily in all our lives. I decided to take advantage of the lockdown lifestyle to write Hell Unearthed. It felt rather apt to be writing a book about human suffering and torment against the background of the pandemic. Also, it is an adaptation of a work by a man who was exiled from his home city, Florence, shut off from his friends and family and from his day-to-day life, like so many like us have experienced this past year. Dante lost his job and was sentenced to live apart from his fellow citizens in a sort of nomadic existence. This was supposed to be a retirement project for me, which feels some way off, but I had just completed 10 years in teaching and I was considering getting involved in local politics. The pandemic became a stopgap. Coincidentally, I discovered that 2020 marked 700 years since Dante completed the Divine Comedy, and 2021 marked 700 years since the great poet's death. So my writing mission was given the extra boost of celebration. I set out to write my modern translation in prose, with a few sections from the original removed. And in order to reach a modern audience, I was advised to move further away from the text. I didn't want to bastardize the original, but as I got into reworking some of the sins and the sinners for the modern world, it felt like the right thing to do. The proof was in the testing it on people unfamiliar with Dante to see if the modern hooks worked. I am sure there is something in there for everyone, and you can check it out for yourselves. I was fortunate enough to start learning the beautiful Italian language at the age of 14. I did it at GCSE, A-level, and took a degree in Italian alongside French at Oxford University. I particularly loved reading Dante because it contains the whole world within its covers. History, religion, philosophy, sociology, poetry, and themes of friendship, love, happiness, fun, as well as anger and frustration. The Divine Comedy deals with the questions of how we lived our life on earth, what happens after we die, how can we achieve happiness, peace, and well-being in our society. I spent a year living in Siena and soaked up the language, the people, the art, the coffee, wicked hot chocolates, pasta and tiramisu, and I witnessed the medieval pageants that are a rich part of life in Siena. I enjoyed the hype around the Palio, which is a barebacked horse race around the central piazza between the 17 regions of the city, with names like goose, tortoise, eagle, unicorn, snail, dragon, forest, and tower. There is plenty of dressing up, processions through the street, and parties. They take it very seriously. Fast forward several years, and my school teacher and Italian tutor from college have passed away. And with this important 700th anniversary year, I feel our generation has a duty to tell people about Dante so that more people can enjoy his work and enjoy his themes. Hell Unearthed will be published on the 1st of September, and the link is in the description below. My next video will tell you the story behind the book cover, and I will talk about the book's illustrations. Join me then.